So go ahead and wiggle into that chair, kind of find yourself a comfy spot, and take a nice deep, really nice deep breath, and thank your body for getting you here. And start to use that breath to really signal the body it's time to let go and relax and decompress. And go ahead and create that grounding cord from the base of the spine right down into the center of the planet. And I'm going to have you really be quite bossy in this guided meditation with your clairsentience, with your feeling bodies. So I want, I'll be giving you a lot of prompts to feel as well as look clairvoyantly, kind of up in the mental body. See if you can feel the base of your spine, like really feel it, as if you were wagging your tail. Yeah. And notice what happens when you take a moment. You don't need to stay down there. You can actually come back up into the center of your head, but notice what happens when you actually sense in to the base of the spine and say hello to it and feel the energy running there. And then we're going to start with the feet. So I'm going to have you really pay attention to the bottom of your feet. So you can start with the right foot. And I'm going to just have you really be aware of that foot touching the floor. Really feel that contact. And then focus your attention even more tightly into the arch of your foot. Right there, that foot chakra. And just feel the arch with your mind. And allow yourself to stay focused on that until you can really kind of get some sort of a sensation, some sense of that area. There you go. And then move over to the left foot. Start with being aware of contact with the floor. Do you feel that? You can move your feet if you want, rub them on the ground. And then zero in and focus on the arch. And notice if the sensation is balanced between the left and the right. Does it feel the same? If not, just kind of continue to ground and release, creating the intention of balance. And begin to sense into that earth energy running. You may have started running it the minute you sensed into the base of your spine, or you may need to actually turn it on right now. So you can still be clairvoyant and notice the color of the earth energy that you're working with. And you can use your screen to see if that energy is flowing equally into each foot. But I also want you to feel that energy. And this week, several times now, I've noticed that my left foot is less sensitive. It seems to be either more blocked or more numb, or more, something seems to be obstructing that left connection for me. So I have to spend a little extra time clearing the energy of my left foot. And that just seems to be a theme for this week. You may notice that one foot or the other is needing a little bit more of your attention. And you can just spend time noticing that without going into any judgment about that. And go ahead and track the energy now as it starts to flow up through your ankles. See if you can feel that running through your ankles. Feel that sensation. And then track it as it flows up into the calves. See if you can feel that energy running. Without going into effort, by the way. This isn't about effort. This is about focusing the mind, taking charge of your mind. Then up into the knees and into the thighs. And again, if there's any imbalances or blockages, just be aware of that and use your intention to clear it. through breath, through grounding, through allowing the energy to flow, through attention. Just by paying attention to that channel, you can clear it. Yep. And feel it flowing into the base of the spine, so you can feel that stimulation there again. And then flowing down the grounding cord. And now just kind of sense into that left sits bone. Feel that connection with the chair and really focus on the left side for a moment. And then move over and focus on the right. And establish balance. And breathe. Now, if you need to turn the earth energy up right now, if you've been expending a lot of nervous energy throughout the day, you may need a little bit more earth energy right now to revitalize the body. If you're feeling kind of lightheaded and spacey, then you might need to turn it down a little bit. Good. Now I'm going to have you sense into the top of your head. So say hello to that crown chakra and feel the top of your head. You can even rub your head there if you need to kind of get the nerve endings synced up in your mind. Just feel the top of your head, or you can pat it gently and really feel that crown, feel the energy of the top of your head and breathe right into it. Draw that breath in and right up and shoot it up right out through the top of that, to the top of your head. And say hello to the Supreme Being. Begin to be aware of how it feels to be connecting with the Supreme Being, and sit patiently with yourself until you start to really get a sense of connecting in, however that works for you. Say hello to that Supreme Being. May it be with the blessings of the Supreme Being, that whatever happens during this class will benefit each of us in our spiritual growth, awareness, and understanding. May we each take a step up in integrating into the light, love, power, and presence of God within us and all around us. Amen. We invite the angels and archangels, healers, teachers, and masters of the planetary and cosmic hierarchy to be present in whatever manner serves and protects the highest and best good of all. Peace. Amen. And again, now begin to focus your attention on the top of your head, and then watch and feel this cosmic energy as it flows down behind your eyes, kind of in the center of your head, stimulating that sixth chakra, and just notice what happens. Perhaps that glamour triangle automatically fires up. If not, go ahead and fire it up. As that cosmic energy flows through there, see if you can feel the center of your head being stimulated. Again, without going into effort. This is light touch, light attention. You're just directing. Very light, very playful. Okay, and now pay attention as the energy flows down through the throat and the back of the neck, stimulating that fifth chakra, and just notice how you feel. Feel that energy right there, where your neck connects with your shoulders. If you need to shake any energy off, kind of shake out like a dog shakes off water, just go ahead and let that energy shake off. If you need to clear your ears or yawn, just let those things happen. Sigh. Great, and now pay attention to the 4 back channels. I'm going to have you tune into all 4 one at a time. So there's 4 channels running from that 5th chakra all the way down into the 1st chakra and down into the grounding. We want all of those rivers to be running equally. And again, I'm going to have you practice sensing that flow, however it works for you. You know, for instance, for me, I can really feel the energy of my feet, and I can really feel the energy at the base of my spine. The energy at the top of my head feels much lighter. It feels different. It's not as intense. It's not as obvious to me. So again, you don't need any judgment on what you're experiencing. So just check in with the far left channel and kind of watch it clairvoyantly and clear it out if there's any clearing that needs to be done. And see if you can feel that energy flowing down the left side of your back. And release. And then move to the left channel that's closest to the spine. The next one over. And breathe. And release. And then move over to the right channel closest to the spine. See if you can feel that energy flowing down the right side of your body. And watch it clairvoyantly. Notice a color. And change the color if you're struggling. And breathe, and then move to the far right channel. Breathe. Mm-hmm. And now you're going to pay attention to the front channels. So go ahead and mix that combination of earth and cosmic energy, the root. 90% cosmic, 10% earth. Pick a color or notice the color that you want to run as a spirit. And these two channels run up in front of the chakras, right there along the spine, all the way up into the fifth. And again, check in with the left channel. See if you can feel it flowing up the left side of the front of your body. And then check the right. And now, so conversely to my feet, I'm noticing in my space, my right channel, front channel needs a little bit more of my attention. And I don't really care why. I just know that it's not running as openly or freely as the left side. So I want to clear that with my attention. So go ahead and also do your gender grounding here. I see that that's kind of affecting the space as well. So ground the gonads, ground those ovaries and testes into that first chakra and let them release. See if you can feel that releasing happening. Make sure it's balanced on both sides. Yeah, that's helping a lot. Yeah, breathe. You want to fill in. So as you're releasing, make sure that gold sun tool is kind of constantly pouring in. So as you're letting all this stress go and all this other energy go, you want to really validate your highest creative essence being very, very present in your body. Taking up ownership there. If you're there, other energy can't be there. And if you're there in a balanced way, then your body gets to experience balance. There you go. Again, now you can focus your attention right there at the throat. And just pay attention to the energy as it's flowing now into the creative channels. Pay attention to the energy it flows across your right shoulder and travels down the upper arm into the elbow, across that lower arm, past the wrist, flowing into your hand and flowing out the fingertips. And pay particular attention to the palm of your hand, right there where that chakra is, that hand chakra, and really allow yourself to feel the energy flowing through that hand. Just blow roses or deep breathe until there's a sense of serenity about just sensing the energy. You can even rub your hands together and stimulate the nerves there, to help connect the mind to sensation there. And then pay attention to the left side. Feel it traveling from that fifth chakra across your left shoulder, down through the upper arm, landing in that elbow, cooling there, going through that chakra, flowing down the lower arm there, past the wrist, into the left hand, into those fingers, flowing out those little finger chakras, and then pay attention to the palm of your left hand. And again, you want the energy to be really balanced, flowing through those openings there between the left and the right. Very good. Very good. And now pay attention to the energy flowing up through your face, up through the sinuses and eyes, and right there, running through that front channel there, geysering out the top of your head into your aura. And breathe, really drawing again a pitcher full of gold sun energies that pour right down into your space. And breathe. And now I'm going to have you pay attention to your aura. So find the edge of your aura. It may be so big right now that you don't even know where the edge is. It may be as big as the planet. It may be as big as the nation, the state, your house. And you want to pull it in so that you're sitting in a ball of energy that extends out about 12 inches all around you. 12 inches under your feet, above your head, on either side, and you're right in the middle. And you want this earth and cosmic energy flowing through this aura. And again, I'm going to have you take a moment to sense your aura. Feel the energy that you as a spirit generate as you run through this quantum field here. Feel your light. Feel your electromagnetic energy. Feel that aura. And let the earth and cosmic energy come in and help you release. You can go ahead and create now an electric blue layer around the edge of your aura to kind of mark your territory there. And on the outside edge of your aura, place a rose, create an energy rose, put it right on the edge and ground it and hook it up to the Supreme Being. And remind yourself that everything between you and that rose is your energy. It's your healthy boundary. It's also your responsibility. So that's why you're showing up here and cleaning it out and restoring it and balancing it, taking good care. And it's where you're kicking out any foreign energy that you've matched, any foreign notes, any foreign vibrations. And that goes on the other side of that blue light that goes into that rose and gets grounded out. And any energy that is being generated by the world around you, any demand energy from people you know, people you don't know, that's being directed your way, it's going to go in that rose. You're directing it to go into that rose and to ground out. So this is learning the difference between what's my problem and what is not my problem. So on the other side of that rose, that's a co-creative space, and we work differently. So again, focus your attention on your aura and really start to work now with your highest self. Work with that Holy Spirit and let the light come in. I am the light of the world. That is my function. There we go. I am the light of the world. And as the light of the world, you're here to forgive untruth, forgive all that chaotic energy, and remember who you are and extend that light. I'm the light of the world. And really work with that gold sun tool. As you've been grounding and clearing your space, you've been calling your energy into the now, calling your conscious attention into the now, out of your growth period, and pull that energy in, that gold energy. Just pull it all the way through and feel that gold sun rolling through your space. Allow yourself to take a moment to be very, very inward, very, very paying attention to what it feels like to roll that gold energy right in and validate, oh, this is who I am. I'm the light. I'm the love. I'm the consciousness. I'm the directing agency here, and I am working now with that higher divine order. Mhm. And now I'm going to have you begin to look out from here in the center of your, so from the center of your head, behind your rose, and you're going to stay behind your rose, and you're going to use a screen from the center of your head. I'm going to have you start to look at humanity as a whole, being a mighty cosmic being of light and love. We are the light of the world. We are a mighty cosmic being full of light and love. And we came here to awaken the aspect of mind that is dreaming, that is sleeping. And we work together, and we work as one, and we work within the will of God, and we are the will of God. And we are mighty. We are the light of the world. And we are all here incarnated on this planet at this time to be a part of this tremendous transformation happening in human consciousness. And whenever humanity goes through a really big wake-up call, it always starts out a little bit messy. You know this from your own life. The things that called you to meditation, that called you to your higher path, that called you to the awakening, they were messy at first, right? Painful, chaotic. So that's just true now, on the macrocosmic level. So we are a mighty cosmic being of light and love. We know what we're doing. We came here for a specific purpose. We are full of limitless, absolutely limitless power, love. We know what we're doing. We understand what our function is. We're full of compassion and love, and we are reaching out to the aspect of our humanity, of our human self that is sleeping. And we're reaching out a hand because humanity has been crying out, help us. And so we're talking to two different aspects of ourself. One is real and one is not. One is where your identity is, and one is where your identity is not, but it's where you have thought it is. So just sit there in this understanding, reach out, allow your mind to fill however it works for you, to tap in to this larger isness and this larger creative meaning, this larger meaning for your life, this larger meaning for your purpose. Letting go of all attention on attack and defend, on sickness and death, and all of that that's in the other paradigm, that's in the dreaming paradigm. Very closed circuit there. It has its own logic, it has its own rules. And begin to see the planet going through some growth pains, but totally protected, held by us, a mighty cosmic being, held in our hands with love. We know what we're doing. We have the entire universe supporting us. We are self-correcting, self-unifying, self-healing. and see the old paradigm is cracking up a bit, and that's good. You know, like the chicken coming out of that egg, right? And allow yourself to be taken into a remembrance why you're here, why you actually signed up to be here, just to be a part of anchoring and activating this transformation. Remember your function. I am the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Let me not forget my function. I am one self, one, not two, one. I am one self, united with my Creator, at one with all of creation, limitless in power and in peace. And that is all of us. And allow that heart chakra to open and allow your love to flow limitlessly through the earth, sending hope, sending serenity and peace and optimism to every heart across the planet. We are safe. We are as God created us. We rest in God. We are the light of God in action. We are the love of God in action. We are the power of God in action. We are the presence of God in action. And wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's true for this situation. In every situation, God is present. Who do you wish to converse with? Which presence? The presence of God, which is who you are and what you really came here to do? Or do you want to be attending to the ego and the egos of others? And you do have to choose. That's the one thing you do have to do here as the bridge, the unifying workforce, shall we say. Uh, you do have to make that choice because you have free will. So I encourage you to choose to experience the presence of God in this situation and trust God, trust yourself, trust humanity, trust us. Let go of pictures of what it needs to look like in order for you to trust and reverse it, because that's us trying to reverse engineer it, right? Confusing form with meaning. And it'll never work. It will always lead to disaster for us, disappointment. It'll always feed us back into the ego's closed circuit. Meaning comes from God. We can't change it. We can trust it. And the more we do that, the more the forms are able to reflect that back. So see the planet Earth as this beautiful, beautiful station of light that it is, working and dancing and singing in the universe along with all the other stations of light as we take that glorious step into recognizing who we are as a world, as a humanity, and as a mighty cosmic being of light and love. And now, once again, pay attention to your body. Allow your body to absorb healing. Give it permission to reflect back to you healing, balance, serenity, love, beauty. Use that forgiveness tool. Forgive yourself. Any place where you're judging, that will only slow down this transformation for you. So you want to let go of that judgment and choose to be amused, to forgive, to really trust yourself. Thank yourself for showing up tonight so we can work together. And again, come right in, feel those toes. Happy toes. Really feel your toes. Wiggle them around if you need to, and just do the same thing, working from the feet up check in. I love you. I am love. Everything that I'm working with and interacting here with is given free permission, full permission to reflect love, wellness. Right up into the legs, into the hips, just flowing right up. Every cell, every atom that you work with, brilliantly happy, in sync, singing the same song with the universe, flowing up out of the top of your head, filling up your aura. Just really filling up. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come out of trance.